everybody, and welcome to another edition of Rants. This is a second festive edition, I guess you could call it. It's been a very good Christmas so far for us, and let me introduce myself. It is Chris Andrew, of course. You can reach me on Twitter at chrisandro_, so CRISANDRO_. And of course, you know, my partner in crime in these matters, Shubes. Let's know what you think, man.
Well, first of all, it was, the way you said it is I, Chrisandra. I was thinking I was going to have a low. Like you know, if you're like a video version, it's I, Chrisandra. so for our two overseas listeners, I'm probably thinking, what are they talking about? But no,
it's a classic.
It's classic, yeah, it's very much a classic. But no, speaking of classics, Bournemouth. I think Eddie Howe. If there were rumours linking him, they've all been.
Dude, you said we weren't going to talk about that sort of stuff anymore. So
So this is about the preview only, right? With respect, this is about the preview only. Okay. So no, this is about him previewing him for the Man United job, but still, you know, Eddie Howe for the Man United job, but still. But no, I looked at. So I was looking at Nathan Ake as a lad we've been linked with because of his homegrown status. He's left-footed, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But you looked at it.
There's all the good stuff, yeah.
But he just didn't seem to. I mean, defensively there was one thing. Charlie Daniels. I mean, for those of you who don't know, Charlie Daniels I think was in the youth team with Spurs.
He was,
and because it was very poignant, they didn't mention him as like welcome back to. Obviously, it wasn't White Hart Lane, obviously, but yeah. But
because he left as a kid, didn't he? So I guess most of the fans wouldn't know. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think Adam Smith's the only other one that did play for Spurs for like I think one game. One or two games, and he wasn't playing. And what really struck me was that at half time they did this. So they're doing, basically they're doing, all players doing their warm up, and then Jermaine Defoe out of nowhere gives like Paul Coity a high five. So everyone goes up and does a massive like round, stands up. That's left in the stadium, not having a drink. They all get up and as one they stand up and applaud him. So then David Hales comes out. And literally, there's like nothing for him at all. And the thing is, this is how you can tell how good a player was for Spurs, and how good a legend was. If they say Tottenham legend, if they say Tottenham in England, that means he was a decent player. So if they say Tottenham legend, that means they're clutching at straws. They couldn't find anyone. And yes, he did win. Look, the year before we finished third, and he was part of that team. The year after, we won the FA Cup, and he was a big part of that team that reached semi-finals, and that was the year that our name was written on the cup, but wasn't. So he was a part of the team, but to call him a legend or something, it's taking the term legend a little bit too far, you know?
Well, the thing is, some certain managers and certain players keep getting called Spurs legends, and they've only been there for a few games almost. I guess the word has kind of lost its meaning now these days.
Yeah, especially because I lost their meaning. Christmas Boxing Day games. It was really because, from what I understand, I don't know about for our foreign friends, but I think very few of the games actually were live, available to them for whatever bizarre reason. But
especially if you had access to some certain Qatari channels, you'd be able to watch them,
which we do not endorse. At all.
We do not endorse at all, no.
We don't endorse, condone, or support at all.
Yep. Exactly, just hear these on the baseline, you know.
You actually have to go, because the thing is, I paid, because the thing is, I put my ticket, I said to the lady, please put them on the shelf side. And so by shelf side, she said, okay, then I'll put them on the shelf side. So I put them in Club Wembley next to the away fans in the Club Wembley seats. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I mean, honestly, my backside thanks her, because it was a lot more comfortable, but yeah,
I was saying, lovely seats up there.
The thing is, I was thinking like to the Bournemouth fans, we forgot you're from here. And I was with a bunch of tourists, and none of them knew the words. Do you know what I'm saying? The best thing was, honestly, the most interesting thing about that first half, even though he scored 3 goals, I believe she was from Korea. I think she was definitely from the Far East. Okay.
Yeah.
And she had a Heung-min Son scarf. But the thing I noticed most about her is that she had, she put her shirt on, and it still had the actual the label.
Yeah, all right.
Looking how I just couldn't stop looking. My mate was just in his stitches. That's how easy the game was. I don't think we broke sweat once. I think maybe I don't think we actually broke sweat at all. Actually, I mean, I think obviously Ryan Fraser.
As I say, with some of the defending what we did, I think we were way too relaxed. I think for the whole 90 minutes. So.
Yeah. I think it's turkey, turkey coma or something. Yeah, they're a bit too much turkey and a bit hungover. There's a little bit too much, a little too much brandy in the Christmas pudding or something. I don't know. And as those of you know, I fucking hate Christmas. I hate Christmas pudding. I think it's stodgy and it's heavy, and it's always literally burnt because it should burn off the alcohol. But then unless you're going to put a fire extinguisher out, it has to burn out. So you always get a little bit singed. So no, I can't stand Christmas pudding at all. But my Christmas, bar humbug aside, it was I've only ever seen us win. Obviously I was there when we scored 6 against Everton, and I think I was there when we beat QPR 4-0 years ago. I think it was one of Poch's first games, and I remember, I wouldn't say I'm a rival because they ended up dying many years ago. Tottenham, was it Tottenham on my mind or whatever they were called? Tottenham, yeah. We are Tottenham TV or something, so some crappy...
Spurred on.
That's it. So yeah, we're Tottenham TV, some crappy, I was going to say, because we are Tottenham TV there. Yeah, I know, I'm not saying, there's some crappy useless thing. But, not on throwing stones. But,
just in case anyone from We Are Tottenham TV are listening to this.
That was me who said that. And that was me who said that. And believe me, you can take it up with me all you want. And once I choke you out, then you take it up with me. But like I said, it was just a case of no, they're good, they're good lads. No, but I remember when I'm asking, I said, look, anyone could have beaten that QPR team. A pub team could have beaten that QPR team. This is a Bournemouth side who are admittedly not very good away from home. Well, that's an understatement. But you thought with Callum Wilson, Brooks. They've got some players that can hurt us, and they did hurt us, but defensively, they were terrible. Was it defensively they were terrible, or attacking we were just that good?
Mixture of both, really. But it kind of, I suppose, I was going to say we put them on a lot of pressure, but didn't necessarily need to do that much, put out on that much pressure, really. Just had to pen them in, and there wasn't really much of an oomph for them to get out. And
the amount of time and space they gave us. It was as if they didn't, I don't know, as if they weren't the Turkey or something, because they just had, they weren't pressing us at all. And I couldn't understand why. I mean, it would make sense. First half an hour, press. But maybe they were conserving their energy because they clearly, I don't know who they've got next. And maybe this was a game they thought, not as a gimme. They put an effort in, but it just, it was as if they just, how got it, I don't know how big their squad is. Obviously, I call it root score, but that's what they call it now. It's not root score, is it? Is it like the Vitality?
So that's South End, yes. Vitality or Dean Court.
Dean Court isn't the biggest. They haven't got the biggest squad, But it's just they basically, I don't know, threw the game away just so they could prepare for whoever they're playing on Saturday. Just didn't feel that wasn't the Bournemouth who obviously I think Chris was there as well when. I still feel guilty about it, that Jack Wilshere breaking his leg. Not guilty at him breaking his leg, but guilty at mocking him for it. Still feel guilty about that.
Yeah, I imagine. I was just thinking about past games. I mean, we usually find Bournemouth quite easy to play. Well, no disrespect to them, but we usually find them quite...
No, normally they can be tougher last season. And they're normally 1-0 or something, very close, or we get a goal at the 80th minute or something. But this wasn't the Bournemouth of last year. This is a Bournemouth that didn't... I don't know, maybe because we played them at the right time. It's not as if we played them after a European game, I
think last year we beat them 4-1 at their place, didn't we? We were a goal down, and I'm sure we won 4-1.
I think we beat them 4-1, but I think that was when... I don't know, Harry got injured in that game, and then we got 2-1 up. Yeah. And I think you can tell that they got confused because we played like a weird floating 3. Yeah. And then they were going to bring in Harry Arton, and they couldn't because they had to chase the game. And then obviously they just left so much place to try and chase the game afterwards. But it was, I don't know, they just didn't seem to... This wasn't the Bournemouth that... I remember when I came to Wembley last season, even season before, when they've always been a tough egg to crack at home anyway. Well, not season before, but definitely I think after we played like Dortmund or Real Madrid or something, they were always a tough nut to crack. I always thought anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we usually find a way past them. I think we got 2 points against them since they've been promoted. I think the only team that's actually got 100% record against them is Manchester City. Surprise, surprise. But
speaking of Man City, or do we not speak about them at all? It's going to be interesting because we're going to have conflicted feelings. Because obviously, I mean, we can talk about Wolves. I think Wolves. I don't think they travel away from home well. I think Neves and Moutinho. Moutinho's a very good player, as we said. Neves is a good player, but I think this run of fixtures, when you've got obviously you've got this game and the New Year's Day game, and you've got the FA Cup game on a Saturday or a Sunday if you're Liverpool and Man City. I say lucky. I don't know when they're playing the game, but I'm just shooting Saturday or Sunday. It's going to be a real tough set of fixtures, and I think I'm not saying they're going to conserve it, but having seen what happened to, I don't know, I don't think it's in their DNA to do a Burnley, but I don't think they want to go toe to toe with us. I just don't. It just makes no sense for them to do that.
Well, I think. Actually, I think probably Wolves play a lot better against the sides that are perceived to be the bigger teams than they do against sides that are expected to win.
Arsenal away, yeah, they should have won that game. They really should have.
Exactly.
Why didn't they win the game? But I don't know.
So it will be kind of a tricky game, especially on our patch. They'll probably set up to try and score first and hold on to it, and that could prove really tricky. So I guess the trick is there to actually get the first goal, like we did at their place, and actually do a lot better in the second half than we did at their place.
Hopefully, 1-5. I mean, when I looked at Foyth and Skippy, you could tell that they were still so raw. I mean, they were still making those, I wouldn't say basic errors, but they were just making a couple of errors that they thought, you know what, they're going to learn from that. Foyth made a mistake. I think Skippy made a mistake, but I forget how young Skippy is. He's 18, 19.
He is.
And Foyth is, well, as a defender, I mean, defenders are generally, 24, 25, 26, before they really start to show their true value.
Yeah. He's only in his 20s, isn't he?
I think he's only 20, 21. He's barely, he's starting to play in the Premier League a little bit more. And the fact that we can trust him in the Premier League, I mean, I was surprised because I thought someone like Callum Wilson, you have someone like Sanchez. But clearly, they thought that Foyth had, I wouldn't say the smarts. I mean, there were moments he put some really good tackles in. I mean, I was very impressed with Foyth, but again, he wasn't man of the match. But for me, against Sissoko, the work rate he is putting in, it's incredible. And I don't know what if we have enough Weetabix for him. And for our foreign listeners, Weetabix is a brand of cereal.
They have their own version over in America and
Australia.
Yeah.
It's actually an Australian brand that it's actually more popular here than it is in Australia. But,
pretty much.
But it's just, like I say, he just seemed to have incredible amounts of energy. The covering, the tackling, it was almost if we were playing a 4-1 almost. I mean, literally, Winks was nominally putting passes in. Some of the passing he was doing was pretty good, actually, I must admit. But he was, it was the only thing that worries me a little bit about Winks is that he can't, not everything will be Bournemouth. They will put time and pressure on him, and you have to be able to do the give and go. Yeah, he hasn't learned that skill yet. Or let's say he can play the 40, 50-yard pass, but it's that 5-yard pass to keep that ball moving, that quickness. He hasn't learned how to do that yet. And if I sound annoyed, it's only because Krista Burr has just come on my TV screen.
Oh, you better wipe it off then, eh?
I know, it's just, I muted the TV, but it's just, oh God, that guy. I was actually in Bangladesh one time, I swear to God, there was a man being tortured in the flat next door. They played that song for hours on end.
Oh, blimey. They got the music channels on then, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just about to, I said, those you don't know, I'm in the beautiful city of Brighton, and it's absolutely lush around here. The weather's been very kind to me, but because it's South Downs, it's going to be absolutely freezing later. But but I said Sussex, for those of you who don't, obviously work for the Sussex Tourist Board. By the Sussex Tourist Board, this is a free plug, but if you want to pay us for next time, definitely come check out the pavilion and the lanes. But yeah, it's been, like I said, it's for me the more pressing game. I don't want to look past this game, but here's conundrum for you. Two teams who predominantly wearing red play each other this weekend.
Yep.
What result do we want?
I want an Arsenal victory.
How can you, I can't even say the words. I can't. I know it benefits me.
I did, bro.
It benefits me, but it's like, for me, that is broccoli. If you think, I'm going to say I love broccoli. That's no, I'm saying. It's like green beans. Healthy. I actually like broccoli, but it's like green beans. I bloody well hate green beans. I refuse to eat them unless they're cooked in a certain way. Hold on a second.
What?
Someone knocks on my door.
Oh, no, it is. Well, you're gonna have a look. I'll just explain my thoughts about. Basically, we're in the title race. I know that basically the club are playing it down. This and the other. Sky have pretty much rubbed out the second place spot on their table. Literally just Liverpool top, Man City third, and then whatever goes on below. But we're only 6 points behind Liverpool at the moment. Liverpool have a interesting couple of games coming up where they take on Arsenal on Saturday, and then they take on Manchester City after that. So basically, my thinking is those two teams can put the kibosh on Liverpool's run at the moment. Well, I say they should do, but Arsenal, they seem to have forgotten how to defend. Despite that 22 game unbeaten streak, they seem to have forgotten how to defend. I know they've got a few injuries in the back and whatnot, but let's not dwell on that. But they have the attacking capabilities of stopping Liverpool, and they can do that. And if they do that, then we're in with a chance. We play Wolves, we grind out a win, or we batter them like we did against Everton, and then the gap is only 3 points.
Or 4, yeah.
And Man City.
See, you forgot. Here's the thing. Do you know what? No one's actually going for the most clearly obvious answer. What we want is a 36-man brawl between the Arsenal players and Liverpool players. So the game has to be abandoned. Neither team gets either points. In fact, there's a deduction of points. That's what we want. Am I the only one that sees violence as a solution? Maybe I have 7 sisters. I should caveat that comment.
I was going to say, live close to Tottenham, so I should be used to that. But the thing is,
says the guy from Portsmouth.
Well, you know.
I'm sorry, but there are pubs in Portsmouth I would have, even if I had Terminator as my bodyguard, I still wouldn't go into.
Well, I'm not from Portsmouth, I'm from West London, and that's tough enough as it is. But,
I know. I work in Kensington. It's real tough around that way, mate.
Sure.
Everything's so overpriced.
But you know, brawl withstanding. I think we can't pray for a brawl. That's,
oh, yes, yeah. I don't know. What do you mean pray for a brawl? What do you mean we can't? You can't. I certainly will.
Well, if it happens, that'd be fantastic. But I'm thinking that probably the most logical thing that'll happen will be a result on the pitch. And I'm not quite sure who Manchester City play actually.
So see, I only look at the teams above us really.
There you go.
You know, I'm going to pay for that comment. I know, but while I still can, do you imagine how? Did you see that thing by Michael Bridges? He goes.
Nope.
He actually wrote, said, "You know what? How much it must be so difficult for the graphics writers? They may have to be the top 3 rather than the top 2."
Exactly.
And you know what? The thing people forget is that Arsenal were top of the league when Leicester won it at that time, that season.
Yeah,
they were top of the league.
They beat Leicester 1-0 that day. I remember that because we played. I think we were away to Manchester. I was in Manchester at the time, anyway. I remember watching that game. So yeah, they went top of the league above Leicester after beating them 1-0.
And yeah, no one calls them excuses them bottling it. What a surprise.
It is kind of strange, yeah. I mean, Arsenal can...
Not that I'm seeing enemies everywhere.
Of course not. But,
someone else like this in my mind.
But it is kind of odd for a team that has never been top of the league to be actually called bottlers. It is a strange one, but...
oh, no, I think it's part of the Sky narrative, but as I remember us saying quite aptly on, you know, even though they edited it out, you know, Sky TV is... I mean, I'll give them credit. I mean, literally, I don't think, apart from Sky, I don't know any, and the Murdoch Empire, I can't see anyone else actually trumpeting this. You know, obviously, BBC are talking about it. You know, but they talk about it as one of many things. You know,
yeah.
The Sky is just like some continual narrative, and so don't tell me that there's no news, no agenda by them.
Well, Sky Bet needs to make some money somehow.
Oh, clearly, because that's why they want to. Everyone's a bet on Pochettino to go United, and they clean up. So you push the story enough, anyway.
Yeah. So that's this weekend coming up, and then it's the New Year's Day games, and then I need to find out who Man City are playing.
Oh no! Do you know what? I'm not thinking about. You know what? I'm just thinking about our games. One game at a time. Alex Ferguson apparently said that all the time to his boys. One game at a time, and that's what I'm doing.
Oh yeah, and that's my case. So I'm thinking about the bigger picture as well. And that game there, that weekend, Liverpool was Man City against Liverpool, isn't it? And
oh no, again, I'm not thinking about the team. I'm just thinking about winning.
I know.
I'm just thinking let's just win our games. Let's just win our games, and then the chips fall where they may.
I'm like a pool player. I play 4 shots ahead. So
no, I believe in that. But you can only control you can't. You can only control your own. But that in the pool game, you can control your opponent. Do you know what I mean? But ultimately, it's kind of like, unless you're Michael Schumacher and you deliberately ram into Damon Hill, all you can do is run your own race. Again, I did not accuse him. That allegedly he ran. Yeah, because that's not. I don't want to get sued by that guy in his noise. But yeah, like I say, look, I'm not looking beyond that. I will post up a link on Supplement later for my predicted team sheet. The only thing that I think something we should talk about later date, but definitely something to talk about is that Sonny's form is incredible, and clearly we must now lose into the Asian Games, or Asian Cup, whatever it's called. But it is what it is.
Games at the very least.
So this is something I want to put out to listeners. I think I might do a poll on this later. In terms of strike partners, who would you prefer to be Harry's strike partner in this weird 4-4-2 that we're playing? Lamella or Lucas?
Sundays away, you mean?
Yeah, because I think that I think we are continuing playing 4-4-2. I don't think we're going to bring anyone in. So like I said, anyway, I'm going to leave this there because unfortunately I have to shoot off. I have dinner plans. But like I said, I hope you guys have had a great Christmas Day and Jiu-Jitsu Day. And I hope although for those tourists that basically were around me, I hope I didn't give you too much. And I must admit, if that's the vision of the future of New Hart Lane, it does scare me a little bit. But to be totally fair, those people, the tourists that did come, they must have spent 60, 70 quid in the Spurs shop each. Yeah.
About that, yeah, I imagine that.
And so, and probably paid ridiculous amounts for the actual tickets as well. And so,
seeing how quiet the stadium was, I don't think I really want that now.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
It only has 45,000, but if it's going to be that quiet.
Yeah, but But like I said, I don't even remember them cheering. I think they might have done. The Sunny School, they cheered, but like I said, I don't think the chanting and everything, they weren't doing any of that. So, but anyway, that's actually not the day. So hopefully this episode of Rad will go live in a few days. But I'm going to put a poll out later and say who do you think should be the strike partner for Harry, going forward. I mean, it's so weird. I mean, we're bringing back a 4-4-2. It's like,
bringing sexy back.
Yeah, bringing sexy back. Talk to me, boy.
Yeah, well,
anyway, take care. And as always, come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. You'll take care.